Okay, so today we're going to show you how to fold up your Wella Sidekick Power Wing display. What you're going to do is you're going to open up the carton. In the carton, you're going to pull out two of the insert wells trays, which will basically structurally look identical, except that the part numbers, one of them would be labeled T10 to T14, and the other one is T15 to T35. So basically when you get those, they'll be on top of the pack out. Just put those aside for now, so you'll have two different trays of that. And also in the box, you'll find that you'll have two of these power wing clips that I'll show you in just a bit how to assemble that and attach this to your wire rack that's in the Sally stores. And also you'll have two 4-inch hooks, which I'll show you how to also put together. So I'm going to put those aside for now. Alrighty, so when the main unit comes in, you're going to take it. This is your actual power wing. You will open it up, unfold the tabs. Again, what we'd like you to do is pre-fold all scores, so you can square it up on these little flaps here. Let's go ahead and pre-fold all those flaps for all the different shelves. When you do that,
or you can do them one at a time.
Yeah, or one at a time. Just take your time on it. We want it to fold up nicely. So what you're going to do here is you're going to concentrate. You have these little side flaps. You're going to fold them at a 90 degree. You're going to fold the back down at a 90 degree. And if you go on the inside here, you can see how they are. This back little U-shaped cutout, you're going to lift, slide that in there. You can kind of get an idea how it's at a 90, nice shelf. At that point, you can go ahead and flip the display over, fold the little side flaps in, fold this up, bend this at a 90, insert that into there. This is your catalog lock. Basically, put that inside, pull that back, and lock it into that slot just like that. Let me go ahead and flip it back over, and we'll do the same for shelf 3, 2, and 1. Pre-fold your sides. Make sure you get a good pre-fold here on the front. You can support it a little bit. You'll see through the bottom here, real simple. Just kind of put your hand on the bottom, lift it, and then square it all the way up so it's flat, and you'll know when it hits the bottom. Same difference here. Fold at a 90, 90. Get your hand under, slip it, square that up. For shelf 1, we'll do the same. Lift it, slide it, and support it. And now what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and show you how to fold up the header area of it. You're going to fold these two support flaps inward or downward. These other support flaps will go inward. You're going to come over, and at the top here, if you notice, you got a U-shaped cutout, so you don't need to bend these all the way over on themselves and to get a tiny slot. You got a nice U-shaped cutout here. Just basically working from both sides, turn them at a 90 degree, and then get the same on the other, and those will pop in nice and easy. Then on the bottom here, what we're gonna do is fold this flap. You'll see the slot down in the back, the double slot. You can turn this over on its side. It's gonna go through the slot here, pull it all the way through, fold it at a 90, and then that'll lock it up there. And you can see how nice and clean that it seals up here. So basically, that is your power wing main structure set up. Now on shelf 1 and shelf 2, we have your tray insert wells. Basically what you're gonna do, and you can see how intricate the cutting is here, and we're doing that so we can have the wells to put the product inside to hold them from tipping over. So something this delicate, you want to take your time. I would pre-fold and support on a table, maybe with your hand like that. Pre-fold all the scores here, hold down, and just lightly work. You can see how there's not too much corrugated in there, so you don't want anything to rip. Just support your hand like that, lightly work it. Same holds true on the side, and these little side flaps pre-fold those, hold this down flat, and get that. And that way you're not battling the thing. Same thing on the locking tabs. At that point, what you're gonna do is put it on its end, roll this side up, turn these flaps inward, come up with this, and I like to lock these two side flaps in first. Gets it nice and square. Then we can come to the sides here, push the inner flap in, fold that at a 90, locks nicely. Do the same for the other side, fold that at a 90, and it locks nice. Now, this one is labeled 10 to 14, and on your instruction sheet, you'll see on your planogram that goes on to shelf 1. On shelf 1 and 2, you can take a look at this angle. You'll see they are the only 2 that has a slot. 3 and 4 do not have slots. Therefore, the tray insert T10 to T14 will go into the top slot. You'll fold that outward, that little tab. Slide this in, get that down right into that slot, and then just work it, getting that in. Basically, we already did the same for T15 to T35. Again, just push from the inside out. Come to the side, get it in, whoop. Get it in there, and put it straight down into the slot. And you can see that it stands in there nicely. And you'll be able to see the different colors and where to align the product when you're doing that. Okay, so lastly, we're gonna work on putting what we call the WC3 clips or the Powerwing clips. Basically what this does is this locks into, you got one locking into this slot, one locking into that slot. The curved side actually goes and locks onto the metal display that is, that is already at your store. What I like to do on these, because they're made to go into a 16 thick or an 8th, I just like to grab it here. Again, the part that inserts into the slot is this side here with the smaller loop, not the bigger. That's for the metal wire that's on the metal rack, the fixture. I just kind of open it up a little bit and kind of hold it. You just slide it straight up in there like that. There's one. Then the other, same difference. Kind of open it up a little bit, hold it, get it into there, force that one up. Okay. Then on the bottom here on shelf 4, you're gonna see there's 2 T-slots. On the T-slots, these 4-inch hooks, you're gonna have 2 of them. I just so happen to have 1 right now. But what you're gonna do, it's very simple. You're gonna put it in with an upward motion to go in first. Then after you insert it, you slide it back down to lock it in place, okay? You can watch that, watch me do that. So you kind of tilt it forward, get it at an angle, okay? You push forward, see how it goes flat, real easy, not to twist it or anything like that. And all you're gonna do is slide it back down, square it up, and that's your 4-inch hook. You'll do the same for the other. At that point, you'll take it to your metal rack, and on the metal rack, you'll basically put it in there and lock it right into the metal rack on there. That's in the current store. So there you have it. That's your final display.